Good morning, children. Welcome to our English online classes. So, in our previous class, we discussed about a poem, a plea for India, and also we completed almost 4 poems. We almost completed 4 poems. So now, right now, we're going to have one more poem. We're going to have one more poem in the 8th lesson. So in that 8th lesson, we reading, we're having Once Upon a Time, the last poem in your textbook. The last poem in your textbook. So now, if you observe that we completed Another Woman, then next Abandoned, okay, and then next we also completed Or Will the Dream Awake and A Plea for India, and now we are going to start the last poem that we are having in our textbook, that is Once Upon a Time. Okay, so I already told you that these poems which are giving a motivational things for you. These poems are giving a motivation for you. Okay, so now if you observe that the Once Upon a Time, our present poem is Once Upon a Time. So Once Upon a Time, which is written by Gabriel Okara. Once Upon a Time, the poem which is written by Gabriel Okara, and who is from the Africa, who belongs to the Africa nations. Okay, so now let us make some discussion on the author. Let's make some discussion on the author. Who is that author? The author is Gabriel Okara. Okay, so now if you observe that in the page number 236, so here is that we are having the introduction of the author. Gabriel Okara is an African poet. Gabriel Okara is an African poet. He was born in 1921 in Nigeria. Gabriel Okara was born in Nigeria in 1921. In 1921, he was born in Nigeria. Okay. He was educated at government college. He was educated at government college, and that is at Umuahia. Okay. Then next, his parents were not rich. Gabriel Okara's parents were not rich. He worked as a bookbinder and later as an information officer at Enugu. Okay, so he worked as a bookbinder. He was worked as a bookbinder and later he worked as an information officer at Enugu. Enugu is a place name. Okay, the next, he also wrote plays and features for broadcasting and became a poet of outstanding ability. His poems appeared regularly in a Black Harper's. He has also written a novel called Voice. So now, the Gabriel Okara, he wrote plays and features. He wrote plays and features for broadcasting and became a poet of outstanding ability. So you've written the plays and the features for broadcasting. For broadcasting is nothing but the plays, the choreography acts. Okay, so like that. So you've written them, and his poems appeared regularly in Black Orphans. The poems of the Gabriel Okara, which were regularly published, which were regularly appeared in the Black Harper's, and he has also written a novel called Voice. So the novel which is written by the Gabriel Okara is Voice, the novel. Okay, the next. Now let us make the discussion on Once Upon a Time, the poem. Okay, so now if you observe that the Gabriel Okara given a perfect differentiation between the people of present days and the people of old days. The perfect differentiation between the people of present days and the people of old days. How they used to be. Okay, and how they are being right now. How the people are being right now and how the people they are used to be. Okay, and Once Upon a Time he is saying that the people will love to laugh from their heart. The people will laugh from their heart. Okay, but nowadays the people they are not laughing with their hearts. They are not laughing with their hearts. They are giving just an artificial smile. And the relations between the people had changed according to the changes in the modern days. the peoples had changed their mindsets. Okay, and when we discuss when we make a discussion on the olden days, then in that olden days we used to have the good relationship between the peoples. Okay, and the people, they will laugh with their heart. They will laugh with their heart, and they will shake their hands with their pure of love from their heart, with the pure love from their heart. But nowadays, yeah, we're shaking the hands. We're shaking the hands just for our needs. We're shaking the hands just for our needs, and we are laughing. We are laughing with an artificial, and we are making an artificial smile also, the fake smile. Okay, so the Gabriel Okara given the perfect contrast between the olden days and the present days. The perfect contrast between the olden days and the present days. Olden days lo ప్రజలు ఎలా ఉండేవాళ్ళు, how they used to smile and how they used to shake the hands with the people and how they used to being with them, వాళ్ళతో ఎలా ఉండేవాళ్ళు అనేసి మనకు గ్యాబ్రియల్ ఒకారా అనే ఒక పోయట్ మనకి పర్ఫెక్ట్ స్ట్రక్చర్ అనేది ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ఓకే, సో నా ది వన్స్ అపాన్ ఎ టైమ్ ప్రెసెంట్ పోయం విచ్ ఈజ్ written by Gabriel Okara, and that is in the form of the things which is told by his father to son. The things which we are having in our poem, those things which were told by the father to his son. తన కొడుకుకి ఒక ఫాదర్ చెప్తున్న మాటలు ఇవన్నీ. ఓకే, అండ్ ద rights of the Gabriel Okara which were simply readable and understandable. The words and the poems of the Gabriel Okara are simply understandable and readable. Okay, so you can understand the poem just once you read it. Once you read it, then you can understand the poem perfectly. Okay, we are not having the toughest words in that poem. We are not having the toughest words in that poem. We are having just the words which we will use in our daily life. We are having the words which we will use in our daily life. So let us start the poem. Once upon a time. Once upon a time, that means in olden days. So now let us start that. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts. Once upon a time, son, here's that the father is saying everything which he used to in that olden days, which he had done in the olden days. Okay, so the father is saying that, son, they used to laugh with their hearts. They used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. They used to laugh with their hearts and they used to laugh with their eyes. Okay, and we can get the perfect clearance, we can get the perfect answers from that eyes. We can just conclude that yeah, the person is laughing from his heart by watching his eyes. Okay, but now they only laugh with their teeth. They only laugh with their teeth. So now if you met a new person, hi, how are you, nice to meet you, we'll make a smile. Yes, nice to meet you. But inside of our heart, we're not having any feeling. We're not having any affection. Just we are saying that hi, how are you, and nice to meet you, and just we're giving a fake smile. Good morning, yeah, good morning. Just we're giving a fake smile to that person. Okay, but in olden days we're not did like that. We're just smile, and we just given a smile from our heart. Okay, then next. While their eyes black, cold eyes search behind my shadow. Here's that. While their eyes black, cold eyes search behind my shadow. Here's that, Nani. The eyes black, cold eyes is nothing but having no affections, having no feelings. Here's that. Some persons will not show any sign of happiness and any sign of feelings, any sign of affection, any sign of love from their eyes. If you observe some persons, then they will not have any emotions in their eyes. Okay, so that kind of emotions, that kind of things we are having right now. But in olden days, we used to laugh from our heart and we used to laugh from our eyes. But nowadays we are not having them. Okay. and search behind my shadow. Yes, we are saying, yeah, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. Okay, and I'm feeling very happy to meet you. I'm feeling very happy to meet you. But behind మనం ఆ పర్సన్ వెనకాల ఏం చేస్తారు? యా, వై ఐ మెట్ హిమ్, వీడిని ఎందుకు కలిశాను నేను అనేసి అనుకుంటాం మనం ఆ పర్సన్ వెనక కలిసిన తర్వాత. బట్ బిఫోర్ దట్ పర్సన్, యా, వి సేయింగ్ దట్ వి ఆర్ గివింగ్ ఎ ఫేక్ స్మైల్ అండ్ వి ఆర్ గివింగ్ ఎ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ స్మైల్, దట్ ఈస్, యా, నైస్ టు మీట్ యూ. Yeah, the one pose is that, yeah, the smile, showing the teeth, the close-up ad. Okay, then next. There was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts. There was a time indeed. ఒకప్పుడు ఒకటి ఉంటుండే, ఏంది, వాట్ దట్, దే యూజ్డ్ టు షేక్ హ్యాండ్స్ విత్ దేర్ హార్ట్స్. దే యూజ్డ్ టు షేక్ హ్యాండ్స్, హ్యాండ్ షేక్ చేసుకోవడం అనేది వాళ్ళ గుండెలో నుండి వస్తుండే. దే యూజ్డ్ టు షేక్ దేర్ హ్యాండ్స్ విత్ ఫ్రమ్ హార్ట్స్. బట్ దట్స్ గాన్ సన్, ఇప్పుడు అది లేదు, జస్ట్ వీఆర్ షేకింగ్ హ్యాండ్స్. ఓకే, నైస్ టు మీట్ యూ, yes, go. Then next, now they shake hands without hearts. Now they are shaking the hands without heart. గుండె లోపల నుంచి వస్తారు ఇప్పుడు హ్యాండ్ షేక్ చేయడం కానీ అండ్ స్మైల్ కానీ. And then next, while their left hands search my empty pockets. While their left hand, yeah, they're giving the shake hand with the right hand. Okay, so while they're giving the shake hand with the right hand, their left hand which is searching my empty pockets, Okay, feel at home, come again, they say, and when I come again and feel at home, once, twice, there will be no thrice, for then I find the doors shut on me. Is it, Nani? If we went to some person's home, or if we go to that neighbor's home, then they will say that, feel at home అంటే నీ ఇల్లు అనుకో అని చెప్తారు. నీ ఇల్లు మొహమాట పడకు, ఇది నీ ఇల్లు అనుకో అని చెప్తారు. కమ్ అగైన్, మొహమాట పడకుండా మళ్ళీ రా, ఇది నీ ఇల్లే అనుకో అని చెప్తారు. బట్ దే సే, అండ్ వెన్ ఐ కమ్ అగైన్ అండ్ ఫీల్ ఎట్ హోమ్, మళ్ళీ వస్తాను, మళ్ళీ వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా, యా, ఫీల్ ఎట్ హోమ్, మళ్ళీ నీ ఇల్లే అనుకో, అండ్ కమ్ అగైన్. వన్స్, ట్వైస్, దే విల్ బి నో థ్రైస్, ఒకసారి వస్తారు, సెకండ్ టైం వస్తారు, అండ్ థర్డ్ టైం there will be no thrice. So for that third time, what will you have? There will be no thrice, and for then I find doors shut on me. The third time there will be doors shut on me. Okay, so first day we went to that person's house, yeah, they treated us very well, and second day they treated you very well. Okay, but on the third day, yes, you will have the doors shut on you. నీ మొహం పైన డోర్లు పెట్టేసుకునే సిచ్యువేషన్ ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. Okay, so that kind of things we are having nowadays. That kind of people we are having nowadays. Okay, so I have learned many things, son. So the father is saying that, son, I have learned many things I have learned. I have learned to wear many faces. నేను చాలా ఫేసెస్ ని వేర్ చేయడం అనేది, వేసుకోవడం అనేది జరిగింది. సో వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఫేసెస్ ఐ వేర్? లైక్ డ్రెస్సెస్, హోమ్ ఫేసెస్. హెస్ దట్ I used to wear many faces like dresses. Dresses లాగా ఇప్పుడు మనం డ్రెస్సెస్ అయితే ఎలా వేసుకుంటున్నామో, లైక్లీ దట్ I used to wear many faces. So the faces like home face, ఇంటి దగ్గర ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎలా ఉండాలి, how I used to be at home, and the face which will be suitable for the home atmosphere, and then next the face which will be used for the office atmosphere, and that is office face. And street face, when I am walking on that street and I would like to wear the street face ని వేర్ చేసుకోవడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. And host face, if someone invited me for any party or someone invited me for any function, then I will wear the host face. Okay. Then next, cocktail face. Cocktail face is nothing but I used to wear the some face like in a party. Cocktail face is nothing but party face. If I went to certain party, then I would like to wear the party face. Party lo ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ party face వేసుకోవడం అనేది జరుగుతుండే. Okay. With all the conforming smiles, like a fixed portrait smile. So all the smiles in that faces, which kind of faces, which was wear by that father, the home face, office face, host face, party face, cocktail face, everything. All those faces they are having only the portrait smile. Only I would like to have the portrait smile. Portrait smile is nothing but having a smile in that picture. The picture, ఒక ఫోటో ఉంటుంది చూడండి, ఫోటోలో మన స్మైల్ ఇస్తాం చూడండి, ఆ స్మైలే ఉంటుంది. All the smiles in that faces are similar. Only one smile, that is likely. Only one smile, that is a fake smile. And also it is a portrait smile. Portrait smile is nothing but the picture smile. ఒక పిక్చర్ లో మనం ఎట్లా అనేది ఒక స్మైల్ ఇస్తాం చూడండి, ఆ స్మైల్ లానే ఉంటుంది. ఓకే. ద నెక్స్ట్, and I have learned to laugh with only my teeth. So the father learned to laugh. With his teeth only. How the people are laughing, showing the teeth like this. Yeah, we will give the close up and in our selfie. Yeah. There will be no heartful smile from our heart. There will be no affection. There will be no emotion from our heart. But we will give a smile. Yeah, like that. So that kind of a smile which was learned by the father. Father and ఏం చేశాడు, అటువంటి స్మైల్ ని నేర్చుకోవడం అనేది జరిగింది. And shake hands without my heart. The father also learned to shake hands without his heart. The father learned to shake hands without his heart. And also, I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. So the father also learned to say goodbye. And is also actually is meant for good riddance. The goodbye which is meant for good riddance. Yeah, perfect. మంచిగా ఉంటుంది. తర్వాత వస్తాం, మళ్ళీ తర్వాత కలుస్తాను అని చెప్పడానికి ఆ గుడ్ బై అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తుండే. బట్ సింప్లీ ఇన్సైడ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ టు మీట్ దట్ పర్సన్ అగైన్. Inside his heart is not meant to inside his heart is not having any interest to meet that person. మళ్ళీ ఆ పర్సన్ ని కలవాలి అని అనుకోవట్లేదు. బట్ హీ సేయింగ్ గుడ్ బై. ఎట్ దట్ టైమ్ ద గుడ్ బై ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ మీట్ యూ అగైన్, మళ్ళీ కలుస్తానని అనేసి. బట్ ఇన్సైడ్ హిస్ హార్ట్ ఈస్ నాట్ హ్యావింగ్ ద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు అక్కడ మళ్ళీ కలవడానికి. టు సే గ్లాడ్ టు మీట్ యూ వితౌట్ బీయింగ్ గ్లాడ్ అండ్ టు సే ఇట్స్ బీన్. సో నౌ గ్లాడ్ టు మీట్ యూ, నిన్ను కలవడం నాకు చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉందని చెప్తాం మనం. గ్లాడ్ టు మీట్ యూ, ఐఎమ్ ఫీలింగ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ టు మీట్ యూ. బట్ ఇన్సైడ్ వితౌట్ హ్యావింగ్ దట్ హ్యాపీ, then how can you say that glad to meet you? లోపల ఒక పర్సన్ ని కలిసిన తర్వాత హ్యాపీగా లేదు. Actually, he is not feeling very happy to meet that person, but he met that person and saying that glad to meet you అని చెప్తున్నాడు. But inside that person is not having interest to meet that person. అక్కడ హ్యాపీగా లేడు. బట్ వి సేయింగ్ యా హ్యాపీ టు మీట్ యూ, గ్లాడ్ టు మీట్ యూ. ఇట్స్ బీన్ లైక్ దట్. ఓకే. Nice talking to you after being bored. So now the father learned to say that nice to meet you and nice to talking with you when he feel bored. అతనికి ఒక పర్సన్ తోటి మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు బోర్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, సింప్లీ నైస్ టు మీట్ యూ అండ్ నైస్ టు టాక్ విత్ యూ. ఇతను మాట్లాడినందుకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉందని చెప్పేసి డైరెక్ట్. మీన్స్ he's getting bored with that person. The next, but believe me son, I want to be what I used to be. So now the father is saying that, believe me son, nannu nammu son, I'm saying that I want to be what I used to be. నేను ఒకప్పుడు ఎలా ఉన్నానో మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు అలా ఉండాలనుకుంటున్నాను. I want to be what I used to be. నేను ఒకప్పుడు ఎలా ఉన్నానో ఇప్పుడు కూడా అలా ఉండాలనుకుంటున్నాను. When I was like you, I wanted to unlearn all these mutting things. So when the father was at the age of his son, he's saying that when I was like you, I wanted to unlearn all these mutting things. All these mutting things. We are having the meaning of the mutting. The word mutting. Mutting is nothing but changing all the time. Changing all the time. Not expressed in speech. Not expressed in speech. Okay. The next is that the father is saying that unlearn all these things. I wanted to unlearn all these. ఇవి నేర్చుకోవాలని లేకుండే నాకు. ఇవి నేర్చుకోవాలని లేకుండే. Most of all, I wanted to relearn how to laugh. Most of all, I wanted to relearn how to laugh. How to laugh. మళ్ళీ నవ్వడం అనేది ఎలా నేర్చుకోవాలని నేను చూస్తున్నాను. For my life in the mirror. For my laugh in the mirror. Yes, the mirror smile. Yeah, mirror smile shows only my teeth like a snake bare fangs. When I laugh in the mirror, when I laugh before a mirror, the mirror is showing the smile. The mirror is showing the smile, yes, but here's that in that mirror, the teeth which were shown like the bare fangs of a snake. ఒక snake ఇట్లా అంటే ముందరికి వస్తాయి చూడండి అవి, like that. The teeth are showing like that. The teeth are showing like that. So show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile. The father is asking the son. The father is asking the son. Son, show me how to laugh. How to laugh. ఎలా నవ్వాలో నాకు నేర్పించు అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. Show me how I used to laugh and smile. Show me how I used to laugh and smile in my childhood. నా చైల్డ్హుడ్ లో నేను ఎలా నవ్వానో ఎలా స్మైల్ చేశానో అది మళ్ళీ నాకు చూయించు అనేసి సన్ని ఆ ఫాదర్ అడగడం జరిగింది. Once upon a time when I was like you, the father is saying that, son, once upon a time I was like you. ఒక టైంలో ఒకనప్పుడు నేను నీలానే ఉండేవాడిని. బట్ నౌ ఐ వాంట్ టు బి లైక్ యూ. నీలాగా ఉండాలనుకుంటున్నాను ఇప్పుడు కూడా. విచ్ ఐ వాజ్ యూజ్డ్ టు బీ. నేను ఒకప్పుడు ఎలా ఉన్నానో ఇప్పుడు కూడా మళ్ళీ అలా ఉండాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఐ వాంట్ టు లాఫ్ లైక్ యూ అండ్ ఐ వాంట్స్ టు స్మైల్ లైక్ యూ అండ్ ఐ వాంట్స్ టు గివ్ ది shake hands from my heart. I want to shake hands from my heart. And I was also interested in avoiding the many faces. I am also interested in avoiding the many faces. Wearing many faces. 20 faces ni wear cheyadam anedi avoid cheyalanuntunnaanu. So how should I become normal? How should I become the previous one? మళ్ళీ previous one లాగా ఎలా అవ్వాలి అనేసి ఫాదర్ సన్ ని అడగడం అనేది జరిగింది. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ ఏ సెటైరికల్. ఒక సెటైర్ వేయడం అనేది జరిగింది మన పైన. ఒక సెటైరికల్ గా ఈ పోయం అనేది ఉండడం జరిగింది. సో దిస్ ఈస్ అవర్ poem. This is the last poem in your textbook, that is the Once Upon a Time, which is written by the Gabriel Okara. Okay, so in our next classes I am going to resume our grammar part. I'm going to resume our grammar part which we had left over. మనం ఎక్కడైతే ఆపేశామో అక్కడ నుండి ఆ గ్రామర్ పార్ట్ అనేది మళ్ళీ రీస్టార్ట్ చేద్దాము. ఓకే, సో we completed all the poems. Which we are having in our textbook. Okay, so if we are having the time, then we will start the discourses. We will start the discourses. So discourses కూడా ఒకసారి స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాము. Okay, so until then, thank you, bye.